I don't know what to do anymore.
Why? What happened?
I can't say. Please, stay with me.
Why? What happened?
I'm scared.
Yana, buksan mo nga yung pintuan!
There were times where I felt helpless. I couldn't scream. I couldn't find help.
Sorry. Sorry.
You hurt me.
Can I do something?
I don't know. Most of the time he's nice.
Tawago, tell me if there's something wrong, Okay, you take care and huwag kang masyadong magpa-stress sa academics, okay? Okay.
But it still hurts. I don't know anymore. What should I do?
I don't know.
I can't fight back. I'm weak. But I don't want to get hurt anymore. What should I do? I'm so scared. I don't want to feel the pain anymore, but it's always on my mind. I don't know what to do.
Yana, ang pinagagawa mo dyan, ha? Ha? Huwag kang ganyan!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm tired of suffocating. Let me breathe for once. I want to breathe.
Domestic violence is a manifestation of gender inequality. It has been prevalent even before the pandemic. However, according to an article by Amanda Taub from the New York Times, cases of domestic violence have been rising ever since the pandemic started. In a framework entitled Change the Story, there are 4 factors affecting violence. These factors are victim blaming, men's control in decision making, stereotypes, and disrespect towards women. These factors come from how women and men were raised in a sexist environment full of toxic social norms. Gender equality is one of the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. Our goal is to provide women with more opportunities equal to men. There have been improvements in the system since more women are empowered, but it's still not enough. Some are still affected by traditions, quality of education, stereotypes, and even men's rights are compromised. Gender inequality can be seen everywhere, from household, workplaces, and even in politics. We will be discussing gender equality more as we go over the issue from an international, national, and local perspective.
Internationally, gender inequality is still prevalent nowadays. According to the World Health Organization, around 736 million women aged 15 and older have experienced intimate or non-partner violence. Moreover, women who have experienced violence show higher rates of mental health and reproductive issues in the long term, where less than 40% seek help. As stated by the European Institute for Gender Equality, men face gender-specific issues like rigid gender norms or stereotypes in terms of masculinity. Also, gender-diverse individuals hiding their identity puts them at risk for abuse and social exclusion. Accordingly, the Global Gender Gap Report of the World Economic Forum measures gender equality progress by benchmarking national gender gaps on economic, political, education, and health-based criteria.
Specifically in Southeast Asia, inequalities from cultural factors are further complicated by severe gender-based discriminatory practices that hold back progress and opportunities for both genders. 37% of these women have experienced violence, while for males aged 10 to 19, the homicide rate is 4 times higher. Patriarchal societal norms may weaken the women's participation in decision-making that impacts receiving basic human rights. As cited by UNICEF Southeast Asia, the lockdown and social isolation by the pandemic revealed pre-existing inequalities in social science systems that increase gender-based inequality, impacting violence against women and girls. Nationally, as seen in the Global Gender Gap Report of 2020, the Philippines closed 78% of its gender gap. However, gender inequality is not yet completely eradicated. Violence against women appears as a pervasive social problem. 1 in 4 Filipinas aged 15 to 49 have experienced physical or sexual violence, according to the 2017 National Demographic and Health Survey conducted by the Philippine Statistics Authority. Association Chameleon states that about 7 million or more than 70% of children between 6 to 18 are sexually abused annually.
In the Philippines, we have Baguio City, a stellar example of gender equality amongst ASEAN cities. According to the Philippine News Agency, 643 women compose the Baguio City government. That is 42% of the workforce. The city leaders also proudly implement the equal opportunity policy, which means all men and women, including the disabled, can apply for any position. Examples of city ordinances that support gender equality include 1. Gender-responsive and transformative health services. 2. Men's involvement on reproductive health. 3. Representation of women in local special bodies. And 4. Gender mainstreaming at all levels of governance. Baguio City is truly an inspiration for all. We can reach gender equality.
Learning about this prevailing matter is one step closer to beating gender inequality. Our team thinks that integrating gender equality topics in specific subjects in our curriculum is essential in shaping the mindset of students at an early age. Education can help children learn about sexism, gender stereotypes, domestic violence, and appropriate gender-related social etiquette. Advocacy challenges can also be done along with the subject topic to engage students further. In line with involving the youth, we also propose to implement a school organization. Just like how other school organizations exist to raise awareness among students, a club may help in disseminating information regarding gender equality better. They may also facilitate school-wide activities like seminars targeting issues related but not limited to gender stereotypes, sexism, and domestic abuse. They can also provide weekly podcasts about relevant topics relating to gender equality. International and national organizations like UN Women and Gender Equality Resource Center can also collaborate with them to involve more students. We also propose a national yearly school activity which will be called the Domestic Violence Awareness Day. It is a 2-day school activity where students, regardless of sex, can share their thoughts, opinions, and experiences about domestic violence. This activity aims to help raise awareness about the existence of domestic violence, help students come out about what's happening inside their homes, and let them connect with authorities. The activity also gives students a platform to advocate and show their support on the need for gender equality and further unite students and people in the community in fighting for gender equality. Although these proposals would be a good starting point in our fight for gender equality, still, we should start with fixing our views about gender equality. We should remember that we have been battling gender equality for a long time. Now is the time for us to wake up and value each other, regardless of gender. Once again, we represent the University of Baguio Science High School and we aim to participate in this fight for gender equality.